down breeze, and then the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really, you sort of make your hay on the way out, and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. That doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start.
We're set to go here at Royal Troon. Frank, it's always nice to get it started with a gentle opening hole.
And this is very much what this first hole is. The wind often comes off the sea on the right, so you can play your tee shot. Well, when he goes after, he is here.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. On the green. And a chance for birdie here in the first hole. 1 under early in the round. Frank, they call this second hole Black Rock. They also call it the most heavily bunkered hole on the entire course. What do you have to do to stay away from them?
Well, it plays in the same direction as the first hole. So the prevailing breeze normally off the right. Some bunkers in play either side. Really just let the ball go to ground, let it run out. There's 11 bunkers in total on the second hole.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Now at the third hole here at Royal Troon, and Frank, another sort of short par 4, just 379 yards.
Yeah, simplicity's the key here, Rich. You don't really want to hit the ball more than 280 yards. Reason why is there's a burn there. And then from there, still only a wedge into the green. It has 2 tiers.
Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. Frankie seems to have found something. Already 2 birdies in a row, and now another chance.
It's all starting to flow here. This is really important. He's starting to play well, so finish it off here for 3 in a row.
Rich Lerner back with you at Royal Troon. Frank, first par 5 of the round. What's ahead?
Our best opportunity for a birdie here is to take it over the bunker on the right. If you do that, you're going to get a little added roll. You can go in here with perhaps a mid-iron or a long iron. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. That's in the fairway. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Getting set now over the putt.
Normally you'd be happy to take 2 from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
At the par 3 fifth, ready to get this hole started.
Prevailing breeze once again should be coming from the water, which is on the right. That makes that tee shot a little bit more difficult because it pushes the ball to those 3 bunkers on the left side.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. On the green, and a chance for birdie. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Well, Frank, typically when you step up to a par 5, you're thinking birdie, maybe even eagle. But this is 601 yards, a behemoth. It's long, and you can get punished for a mistake here, can't you?
It used to be the longest par 5 on the Open Championship rotor. But remember, there's humps and hollows that can always be used in your advantage. To your advantage. If you aim it down the right side, the ball normally kicks back towards the middle of the fairway. So that's the side to be aiming on.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
How did that not go in?
Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Dropping like dominoes out here. 6 under par, another birdie. Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side because if you get caught up on the hills there on the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Frank, the par 3 8th hole, it is one of the most famous little holes in all of golf.
123 yards postage stamp. Pick the wrong club, though, maybe a little too much, and it'll be a green that you'll more than airmail.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Frank, how does the front nine finish up with this par 4?
Well, the par 4 ninth is called the Monk. It's not overly long, 423 yards, dogleg to the right. Just one bunker down the left to be avoided.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Wow, rolling the ball beautifully, makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. All right, the winds are starting to pick up. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. What's the right way to approach it?
Well, you've really got to find out, first of all, the direction of the wind, and you have to be certain of it right now. And plus, if there's a gust, that's something you can't, you've got no control over.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Count it as 6 birdies for the day. Frank, this 11th hole can be a real bear. Even the Golden Bear knows that.
Yeah, just to remind him, in his rookie year in 1962, he made a whopping 11. Now, I can't remember the last time I heard Jack Nicklaus made double figures on one hole.
So maybe a bogey 5 or even a double bogey 6. Not so bad.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
It can't be that good.
Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Really powering up here. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or 2. Aimed the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, break down the par 4 13th for us.
Another par 4 that bends to the right. Lots of undulation on this fairway. This is the first of 6 straight holes that head in the direction of the clubhouse. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
You hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Struck that one pure, about 8 feet away. Beautifully done. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
And that's in for a par. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Somehow that managed to miss the bunker, Frank.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand for sure. Second shot.
Pretty good shot right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. 10 under par on the day. Frank, now at the 15th, and how hard is this par 4?
The key really is to get the ball on the fairway here. Avoid those 3 bunkers, because this is one of the flattest greens on the golf course. Get the ball on the green here. Any putt's makeable. I'm loving that balance.
Goodness, he pumped it, he thumped it, he jumped it. What a drive. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game. Really. This is an awkward length.
Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Now the lone par 5 on the back 9, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards. He's gone for a little extra.
Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the 2 together, it's just straight up a head start.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. What an opportunity. A putt for eagle. We'll go ahead and do that. Eagle on the call. Frank, now to the hole they called Rabbit. 222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called Rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long iron shot just to keep it on the green.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. This one just requires a little bit of focus. I mean, almost hard to believe. 13 under already. Frank, now the final hole, steeped in so much history. When you think about the legends of the game who have walked off this tee on their way to the claret jug, guys like Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke.
Yeah, if you've got a one-shot lead standing on this tee, somehow you have to avoid those 4 bunkers. 3 down the left, 1 down the right, with a strip of fairway in between.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways.
Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Necklace over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Continuing to putt with confidence. And that'll do it from the shores of Scotland and historic